we, especially now, we've entered this age where we have very little collective tolerance for inconscience, let's say unconsciousness. I'll make it more, unconsciousness. Why do people do mean things? Because they're unconscious. That's really the only reason. Because if they were conscious, they wouldn't do it. But we're very intolerant of unconsciousness. Why they should be more conscious, like me. But really, this plunge into unconsciousness is something that the divine did on purpose, knowingly what it was doing. And this coming back up through consciousness, grades of consciousness towards full awareness, full consciousness of truth, requires that we not be fully conscious right now because we're progressing. It requires that we are unconscious of some things. And so there's a compassion that we can hold for unconsciousness. We can feel a sense of compassion for the fact that somebody else is unconscious and acting out of unconsciousness, as opposed to intolerance and damnation, which is what we often do.
But it's really hard sometimes.
Oh, I'm not saying it's easy. There's no argument there.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
What about when someone is consciously trying to be unconscious? There's a way
They know.
I know it's still unconscious, but sometimes there's a way that there's like a desire and a willingness to align with it, what someone knows what they're doing it anyway.
Yeah, but you have to zoom out and out and out and out. You can say...
I'm not saying that our reaction will be any different, but yeah. I guess it...
Like somebody can be... Okay, like these... I don't know if this is the right visualization, but like this is their state of unconsciousness, and maybe they're one level out.
Yeah. But
they're going back in. If they were two levels out, they wouldn't be going back in.
Yeah, they're trying to leave Earth or orbit.
Yeah, it's like if they may be conscious to a certain level and going back in, but if they were conscious to a higher level, they wouldn't be motivated to go back in because they would and you can say, like, let's just take the example, let's take the example of harming another person or lying and manipulating a situation. If I knew in an embodied way, which is what is true, that you aren't another person, you're just not. We're one, and if I harm you, I am harming myself. If I felt that, there's stories about Paramahansa Ramakrishna, that there's a specific story about he went out to go to give a talk somewhere at a disciple's house, and they were in a car, and somebody next to him whipped a donkey, and he cried out as if he had been whipped. It's like that, If we experienced life like that, then you just wouldn't. It's not like how smart you are, or you just wouldn't. The same way you don't like put your hand on the hot stove. You just wouldn't do it. So that is consciousness. So at a certain point, it is about that, and somebody going back in and being less conscious than they actually are becomes somewhat arbitrary.